This is Dr. Deb of the Established Facts, and look, I have a guest with me. You know Joshy. You've met him before.
You called me Joshy.
I did.
That was weird.
That's your handle.
This is Josh. I am Josh on the Established Facts.
You are Joshy in your improv group.
Okay.
Doesn't it say it on your shirt?
Yeah, check out Breakfast Anytime Improv. Anyways.
We have to get that in because this is Established Facts and we have to...
Plug everything.
All the things. So this is a video that I asked my husband to put together because he knows how to do magic, to show you a bit about Roll20. It's going to be a brief tutorial. If you want more information, you can check out Roll20 tutorial on YouTube. It was the first one that came up when we searched for it?
Yeah, pretty much. There's quite a bit there. Roll20's got some, and there are a few other groups too as well.
Yep, absolutely. So if we don't present you everything that you need, and I doubt we'll present you everything you need, definitely check out those videos. But we're going to take you through a quick tutorial, things that were helpful to me. Josh has run on Roll20 both as a GM and he's played it as a player. So he's got a little bit of added knowledge that I don't yet have. So let's show him.
All right, well, first I'm going to pop in here to the GM view. As you can kind of get a view of what's going on. For the most part, you're going to see a map, usually with player characters that have been made visible. I'm actually working in Paizo's 2nd edition Pathfinder game called The Fall of Plaguestone, which is available on Roll20's marketplace. Deb has a character in Pathfinder Society right now by the name of Zariah. She is a human monk?
I'm a human monk.
Human monk. And for the purposes of this, we went ahead and set some information about her. So, as a character, she has 20 hit points with an armor class of 18. And as you create a token, which that's what they call these, when you import a token, you can set up information like the character name, whether or not the nameplate can be shown. And this is all stuff that a game master has access to. They can set up things like the hit points, and there are these 3 different bars that can be made visible. I mean, and like within her armor class, if I were to stick another 18 here, it would pop this second bar up. But because it's an armor class, we don't need to know how much is left of her armor class. We need to know how much is left of her. That's the most important thing.
Unless you're doing some very strange stuff to lower my armor class.
It's true. So I would bet money that this information is incorrect because she actually has a character sheet. So Roll20 supports the ability to import character sheets, create character sheets based off the game system you're using. So stepping back to be a little bit simpler, I don't know all the details, but I'll give you a little bit of an understanding of what's going on. Roll20 has, of course, your map view, which is available. And then it has a set of windows over to your right side. First is the chat window, which players can use to communicate directly with the GM or with other players using a whisper mechanic or just direct messaging mechanics, selecting from the different players. Apparently, I can message as the bad guys, which I have not done yet, but that sounds entertaining.
Absolutely.
You can also roll dice in here. Of course, the standard roll 1d20 can roll, and then it will give a die. I actually have the 3-dimensional dice turned on. Apparently, I rolled a crit fail on my first round. Good start as a game master.
Because everyone's watching us. That's why.
I guess so. It's your fault.
All the pressure.
All your fault. Anyways, so there's a lot of functionality in here. Really pay attention to this set of text right here. They provide lots of the easiest, simple things to use, and there are plenty of tips and tricks available through both their YouTube page and a lot of their Roll20 wikis. Next is an art gallery. The Game Master has access to things they've purchased via the marketplace, or what comes as part of sets of subscriptions or the like. Next is the characters and handouts. So with the Fall of Plaguestone, the Game Master has access to each of the bits of information, the box text, as many know, and then, of course, the characters. There are also pre-generated characters that are made available, and any character that's imported and brought into the game is now available for the Game Master to see here as well. Now, that being said, I'm going to go ahead and bring up Zariah. Her token, by the way, made at HeroForge.com. That'll be coming in a future release. I was a part of the Kickstarter, so I can show that as a beta.
Yep.
We were able to utilize that, so please take a look for Hero Forge and wait for that release to come. So it's got her token, and I know, it's got her token and her name, and then it can bring up her character sheet. Now, because Roll20 works directly with Paizo and the like, they've been able to get a good logo and a full-on layout of the character sheet. The character sheet has all your saves, attacks that you can go in here and custom configure by adding them, adding skills that might be missing. You can set things like your proficiency by clicking a gear and setting these values. And what's great about this, once you get your character sheet all set up, including things like setting up details, feats, your inventory, even your spell book or spell list, is that you can click on any one of these things and it will roll it for you. So I'm going to click back over here on the chat just so you can see it. So say I want to make a reflex save. I click reflex. And again, I have the 3D dice turned on. You see the reflex save over here?
Not bad.
And that was the Game Master rolling that. What's interesting about that is because Deb has control of the player side. If I switch to the player screen, she can actually click on her character and make adjustments to that. So as a result, she also has her character here in the journal. So she can click on her character and it'll pull up the character sheet for her as well, allowing her to go through and make those rolls, and the Game Master doesn't have to, like the reflex save. Yeah, you rolled a better reflex save.
And
I still clicked it.
It knows I'm near. It can sense my closeness. It knows.
Not a problem.
Right.
Regardless. So you'll also notice that Zaraya is already on the map. If you have your character sheet or you have it listed on here and they happen to not be on the character on the map, you can always just click and drag, put it on the map, and then square it up as needed. Now, that information is missing, so we should probably go in here and find out what it actually is. She does have an AC of 20, but 41 hit points because she's a level 3. So we can go into the settings here and change that to 41 out of 41 with an AC of 20. Not bad for a third level character.
I am third level, sir. That is correct.
So if I go back to the GM screen now, we have Caravan working its way through the forest, and it's about time for a combat to happen because we can't have just a regular walk.
No, this is Pathfinder. There is no regular walks anywhere.
Ever. So as a result, the Game Master has already set up the map that there's a bunch of wolves floating around here. And you kind of see their little grayed out. So there's a couple ways that this can be achieved. What a Game Master is going to do is he's going to go on to his GM info overlay, which the player cannot see. If you take a look at the player side, you'll see that up here in the same part of the map, there's nothing there. You don't see anything that's going on there.
You can't see me.
Nope, not at all. But if you go back to the Game Master side, the Game Master can then select all of these particular monsters by holding Shift, right-click on them to go to layer and move them up to the token layer. And now they're out in full view, full visibility. Mm-hmm. See? And yet Zaraya has no idea because she's on the other side of the caravan.
Exactly. I'm clueless. I probably haven't even done a perception check yet. I got nothing.
So somebody in the back of the caravan might go, "Hey, there's a wolf back here."
A wolf?
Did you see that?
Where was that again?
So right here. So they call that a ping. If you ever want to ping on the map to kind of identify a particular location, you take your mouse button and you click and hold and it'll ping your color.
Left mouse button.
Left mouse click. That's right. That's very important.
Yep.
You'll also notice I was moving the map up and down. That's by pressing and holding the right click, because pressing and holding left can either select or just press and hold in the same place and you can ping. Lots of different ways. You can even scroll in and out zooming using your scroll wheel if you have a mouse that has a scroll wheel. Touchpad, I think zoom in and out works with pinch to zoom depending on your driver. So you also notice the Deb pings in blue. That's because down here her little icon color is blue, and if you click on that color, you can always change that color. So from here, it's your standard Pathfinder game. I mean, you're going to be rolling to hit. You know, Zaraya's going to run up here and hope to be able to...
Wait. Can I get there in one move, though?
Probably not.
Okay. Maybe we should measure to show
that
if I'm not
my
cheating.
goodness,
No, I am a monk. I can move 40, but still, I don't want to be a cheaty face, so...
Well, there's a tool for that. Oddly enough, Roll20 has a tool for that. There's a measurement tool right here. So on this left side are the sets of actions you can do. You can draw things. You can zoom in and out. There's this measurement tool, which is what we were talking about. You can also roll a particular die, like I want to roll a d20, and just hit that, and it rolls a d20 over here in the chat. You see I rolled a d20. I got an 11 that time. It's better than half.
It was.
And then there's a few more helps and shortcuts references. Again, these are very helpful when you're trying to learn Roll20 for the first time. We're going to use the measurement tool, and my recommendation is actually do snap to center because we're moving.
Right.
So this is very helpful if you have a mouse and are at least dexterous enough to click both left and right click.
Ooh.
Oh, I know. It's a thing. So what you can do in Roll20 is she has a move speed of 40 feet. And of course, you got the horses here, but you can usually move around the horses. So she's going to want to move 10 feet up, and then I have pressed and held on the left click button. And then if I click the right click, it changes the corner. And if I do it again, I can now go up here. Now, that's 40 feet.
Right. That's one move action.
So, I'm still in the measurement tool. Now that I figured out I can move 40, I have to go back up here to the select move, and then move that 40 to here.
Yes, that's 40. We can count.
Now, she can't, as a player, she can't control the wolf.
Right.
Apparently, let's just say you ended your turn with a move.
Okay.
I don't know why, but you did.
First action was go into Dragon Stance. Second action was to...
Honey, they may not know what you're talking about.
Oh. I'm in Dragon Stance. It's a monk thing. We'll talk about that.
Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I'm going to switch over to the GM view again. And over the GM view, this mangy wolf wants to take control of the
He's gonna try
situation.
To
He's going to try and attack you.
No, he shouldn't grapple me.
Why in the world can't I grab? Well, if you remember earlier, I had switched myself to look at the GM info overlay. Now that he's on the token overlay, I have to control the token overlay. So you go over here to the little eyeball, and you go to objects and tokens. That's now the token level in the map. The mangy wolf's going to take his first action. He's going to run up here, and he's going to attack. There are lots of options and different ways to go about utilizing Roll20. I know this is just kind of a quick, real quick and one may even say quick and dirty way of looking at Roll20, but I really think there's a lot of benefits there, and make sure you check it out. I know we're using it more and more with the current situation we're in, but I find that I'm going to probably use this even more than that past that, because I think there's a lot of good uses for this, the visualization aspect of it, and I think it's been really helpful for the way we game.
I do too. We have friends that don't live in town here with us, and if we wanted to play a game, this would make it a lot easier. It's the easiest way that I've seen to be able to do long distance gaming. Another random little piece of information that I always forget: click on your token before you roll your initiative roll, because if you do that, then it'll actually put your initiative inside the initiative tracker. If you're not clicked and you roll the initiative roll, well, you rolled it, but it doesn't actually put it inside the tracker. So save yourself an extra step. Click your token first.
It's true. Now, there are lots of other macros and other features that can be found when you're ready to dig deep. Make sure you look us up on our Facebook page and even on Twitter. You can even leave comments on theestablishedfacts.com. We would love to hear from you. If you have any questions, we'll see if we can provide answers or at least direct you in the right direction.
Absolutely. So, enjoy Roll20. Be patient with yourself and be patient with your GM, but it's got some really good stuff in it. So, have fun diving into it. And I think with that, we will catch you later, as Big Don likes to say.
You just wanted to say it, didn't you?
I did, because I got to say it. I took it from Don one time.
Well, then I'll say this. Deuces!